The 1990 U.S. Open was played in New York City, and the four semifinalists were Boris Becker, Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras, and John McEnroe. Quite a few names here. Very good tournament, and today I'm going to start on the first semifinal that took place between Becker and Agassi. This was their fifth match. Becker won the first three matches, and then Agassi won the fourth, which was at Indian Wells. So Becker had the overall edge. Becker was the 2 seed, and Agassi the 4 seed. I believe Becker was about 23 years old at this time. I'll have to check that. And Agassi was around 20, so they're still both very young. Uh, Becker was in his prime. Becker, in fact, was the defending champion from the previous year. He defeated Ivan Lendl. And this year was the first time in 9 years that Lendl was not in the final. It was going to be somebody different because Sampras had beaten Lendl earlier in the tournament. So this is a matchup that's always intriguing between Agassi and Becker. They played many times over the years, and Agassi led the overall rival between them 10-4. It's fun to watch because they're both shot makers. They both play with a lot of power and a lot of gusto, and it's just fun to watch. So this match started in a bit windy out. Becker broke Agassi right off the bat, and then Agassi broke Becker right back. So we're at 1-1 right away, and then they both held serve all the way through to the tiebreaker. There was one point where Agassi had challenged Becker. It was 5-4, and he actually had a set point to win the set. And Becker hit a kick serve that kind of sailed in at Agassi. He couldn't handle it, and he got back to deuce. Tony Traber mentioned they used to call it the American twist, and I got a kick out of that because I had played an older gentleman in my league. I think he's in his 60s, early 70s, really good player. And he was just totally baffling me with the serve. It kept coming right into me. In fact, a couple times I just grabbed it and caught it. And he said that's the American twist serve. And I even checked with a couple other guys I play with. They had never heard of it. And then there you go, Tony Traber. So I guess that was a serve in the 60s and 70s, but still very effective even here in 1990. It basically just handcuffs you, and Becker pulled it off at the right time. So the big contrast here is that Becker can do some serve and volley, and then Agassi has this really strong return of service game. But Agassi had a really good serve at his own point, right. He had actually the five service games he won to get to 6 games. He only lost 4 points in those. They also Agassi also had a set point when he was up 6-5, and I really thought he had a chance. Becker was coming in with the second serve, and he took kind of a tentative swing at it. I think he should have really gone for it like he does so many times, but he didn't. Um, the tiebreaker was really solid. Becker won 12-10. They both had their chances. Agassi had a couple more chances than Becker did, and then he pushed out a backhand at 10-10 to go down 10-11, and then Becker hit a winner at 11-10 to win the set 12-10. So it was a long set, over an hour, and I believe it said it was an hour and 11 minutes. Agassi wins it 7-6 at 12-10 in the tiebreaker. So we're going to go on to the second set here in the next video, and this is fun to watch also. Just wanted to note really quickly, I've just gone through 3 straight French Opens in a row. So this is kind of cool to take a change of pace here, and faster pace, in fact, and see some real good fast-paced tennis on hard courts of the U.S. Open. Both these guys can really bring it. Agassi, of course, has the really solid ground strokes, doesn't make too many errors. And Becker makes more errors, but he also hits more winners. And he has the forehand, which is his main weapon, but he also can hit a backhand slice, and he can hit a backhand um, overhand to backhand. I guess you call it a flat or a topspin backhand. Either way for winners. Sometimes when you don't even expect it. So it's fun to watch this because you never know when one of these guys is going to rip off a great shot or they're going to get into a great rally. So I'm looking forward to the second set. Once again, Becker's up 1 set to love.